When I was still living in sin and I was living in the world, I had become backslidden and I had known the truth of Jesus and I had been walking with him for a while, but I had turned back to the world. I spoke about it in one of my previous videos. Jesus actually gave me a dream when one of my high school friends he passed away. It was one of the first times in my life that somebody that was kind of close to me had actually died. And this person was very young. He was in his early 20s, no older than 23. So I was very shaken up by this. Um, and for a few days, I just couldn't even really stop thinking about it. And I want to tell you what the dream was. So, in my dream, I was under the ground. Like if the ground level is right here, I was right here. I was inside of the earth. And it was as if the earth above me was completely sealed. And I knew that I was dead in that dream, or that that was what was going to happen after death. And I knew that it was sealed. The ground was sealed. There was no coming back onto the surface of the earth. It was sealed above me, and I remember I was like crouched over. I could feel it, like I could feel the ground was above me, but I just knew that I was never going to be on the earth again. It was no option. It was as if I was trapped underneath there. And what what was in front of me was like if you've ever been to McDonald's play place or Chick-fil-A play place or just any of those play places where it's got the slides and there's usually like the big bubble. It's like the big bubble, and then you sit in there and then you go down the slide. So it was like one of those, except it was all the bubble part was all earth and it was rock, and it was all extremely hot. I mean, it was like coals, and it was very hot. There was like fire, and it was very hot. And it was a big opening, like as if one of those slides. It was a big opening that went down into the earth. And I remember that it was not yet my turn to go down the tunnel. But even getting into that, I was so scared because getting into that fiery bubble or that fiery opening to go down into the earth, I was so fearful, but I knew Jesus told me in my spirit that if I did not stop living the way that I was living, that was going to be my fate, that that was inevitable. That would be my fate down the center of the earth to hell. The time to get right with Jesus is now. You don't know when you're going to die, and don't wait until there's no return, until you're dead and there's no return from it. And at that point, you can't repent. You can't cry out to Jesus. Don't wait until it's too late. Our life is but a vapor. We're here for a second and we're gone. Don't wait until you are forced to go down to hell. Don't wait until you have no other option. Today is the day for salvation. Jesus stands at the door and he knocks. And if you hear his voice, do not harden your heart. Just turn to him and he will lead you into all truth. Go and talk to him. Talk to him. Go and be somewhere alone. Get on your knees in prayer. Just go and speak to him. He's waiting for you. He loves you. And he wants you to turn to him so that you might be saved, so that that isn't your fate. Jesus bless you.